My name is Sayako Sugawara. I am a Japanese artist based in London. I use various photographic processes and cognitive associations that occur in the physical aspect of creative development. My work explores notions of memory, imagination, poetics, stillness, and movement. The starting point of my works are often in observation from the everyday life and chance encounters. For example, with the series Portals, I was interested in this idea of the mobile phone, how people carry their memories in this vessel. Looking at my phone gallery, I decided to select images from a period of 2 years. The idea was to create a portal between geographically separate places that live in my memory. After creating the collages, I then reshot them in the daylight in my room in London. The final images were then printed using analog process in the darkroom on expired photographic paper. Redwood Magdalene developed from a commission about the River Thames. Over the research, I discovered that the sources of 3 of the tributaries which feed into the Thames are very local and very familiar places. The redwood tree in the image stands at the source of one of these tributaries, the River Fleet. When I first went into the shade of the tree, I was welcomed by its trunk. The texture and rich red color immediately reminded me of Donatello's Penitent Magdalene. The image was printed in the darkroom on Bible paper to make use of the texture of the paper's surface. The series Pond explores my ongoing interest in the notion of a portal. In this case, the surface of the pond serves as a portal to access the unconscious and the imaginary. The images in the series were shot at the same location over a period of 2 years on my commute to work. The tranquil atmosphere of the location enticed me to stop and spend a quiet moment there each time I passed. I am interested in the non-linear and reciprocal process of cognitive association, which can occur when certain triggers such as places, objects, or events are encountered. Moreover, my fascination extends to the places I can get to through this process. The Ironstone series comprises of images of another place I frequently visit on Hampstead Heath. The water is extremely rich in iron and was even used commercially as a tonic in the 19th century. I printed these images of the pond using a self-made plant developer with a high iron content, which links to the subject and leads to unpredictable but fascinating results. Finally, the cyanotype fabrics series Flow is an example of type of work that develops from a chance encounter. One day I was presented with a box full of metal polishing discs from the sculpture workshop at the university where I was doing an artist residency. I was initially interested in their unique appearance and the temporary arrangement I could make with them. Eventually, I began to take the discs apart, to deconstruct them and use them to make prints on both paper and fabric using the cyanotype process. I discovered that the discs were made in Birmingham by a company that existed from late 1770s. These loose connections between the Industrial Revolution, the waterways which were built in order to transport goods, the iron and other metals in cyanotype chemistry, and the discs themselves all fed into the flow pieces.